Moffitt. So, Jaden, can you tell me, we're going to do a little bit more of an interview style with Jaden. So, tell me, how have mission trips been part of creating your tribe?
So I've been going to this church for about 13 years now, and prior to going on missions trips, I had already had like an established friend group, like a couple of kids I would hang out with outside of church and stuff like that. But missions trips really kind of offer you this opportunity to not only work with your friends, but to work with people that you don't actually know that well either, that you actually go to Sunday school with every week. So I get put in this position where I'm with kids that maybe I'm like kind of friends with, but maybe not that great of friends with, and I'm with them for an entire week, and I get to work with them, build a relationship with them, and that type of relationship really just, I love it.
What are some of this, what made you want to go on Puerto Rico in the first place? Like, what are stories that you heard that helped you make that decision?
Well, honestly, part of it's the fact that I got to go on a missions trip to Pittsburgh 2 years ago with the same church and the same group. And while I was there, I kind of got this like indescribable feeling. Like, you just forget about everything outside of the trip. You forget about like everything going on at home. You forget about like the news. You forget about sports. You forget about all of that. You're focused on building relationships with your friends, the people around you, your leaders, and the people that you're working with, and the people that you're working for. And so I love that feeling. You get to come home, you get to share the stories with your family and your friends, and that feeling kind of stays with you. It kind of dies out after a week because you're still just bombarded with stuff after you get back, but that feeling is just something that I really enjoy, and so going on these trips is just fantastic. I love doing it.
That's awesome. So do you want to share a highlight with us about your time in Puerto Rico?
Sure. So my work site, we had a gal named Tati. She was the homeowner, and she was kind of hesitant to let us start working on her house. She had had groups come before, they had started working, and then they had packed up and left because they're like, there's just no way we can get this done in like a good time frame. Like, there's just no chance that we can do this for you. And so we got there and we were like, yeah, so this is going to be kind of a difficult build. Her house was up on stilts. It'd be difficult to get the panels up there to do her roof again. And so we're like, here, let's just sit down and pray. So we got in a group, in a circle with Tati, and we prayed over her house and over the work that we'd be doing over the course of the week. And then we started. And in the first day, we did half of her entire roof. Like, not only did we take it down, but we put it back up so that she could stay inside the house and not have to worry about the elements on that side. And then, as the course of the week progressed, we actually not only finished the roof, but realized that we would still have time to work on a couple other things as well. So then we tried doing her walls, because they were crumbling. If you leaned up against it too much, you would literally fall right through. So then we did her walls, and we're like, you know what, we still have time. So we did her ceiling as well, because her ceiling was this like weird fiberglass looking material that was literally hanging down from water damage. And so not only did we do her roof, but we did her walls, and we did her ceiling. And because we just had a little bit of time left too, we decided to do her front porch as well. So we gave her a whole new railing so that she could actually lean up against it and wasn't scared about falling off of her porch. And honestly, that was kind of like a God moment for not only us, but for Tati as well, because it was like, we were scared at the start of the week that we wouldn't even finish the roof. And by the end of it, we'd done her roof, her ceiling, her walls, and her porch. And it was just incredible being able to get all that work done in such a short amount of time. So.
This group did like an entire renovation in 4.5 days. Unbelievable. They worked so hard, and we had incredible leaders who guided our construction process. So, did you have?
Yeah, so I actually was able to bring my camera with me on this trip, and so I put together a couple of clips that will show you what her house looked like at the beginning, right when we showed up, and then it'll show you us working, and then it's going to show you the final product, so you can kind of see just how much we actually accomplished at her house.